Hey guys, this is AJYT Abbott, and this is going to be my review for Shazam. If you guys don't want any spoilers for Shazam, please leave now, because this will contain spoilers. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's dive in. So, this movie is very fun. It's extremely funny, actually. It's a really good family film, fun for the whole family. Zachary Levi's performance is an absolute highlight of this movie. There is some humor. Um, there's a lot of humor, but there's so much emotion in this that makes it so much more powerful. Um, and Jack Dylan Grazer and Cooper Andrews are in this movie. Of course, Cooper Andrews is Jerry on The Walking Dead, and Jack Dylan Grazer is Eddie from It, which is great. So yeah, this was so much fun. The villain was pretty cool too, Dr. Savannah. He was pretty awesome. The after credit scene was really, or not the after credit scene, but the ending scene is really fun. Um, of course, with Shazam inviting Superman's top half to or Superman's, torso and legs to lunch, because of course Henry Cavill is out as Superman, so they can't really have him in the Superman outfit anymore. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick. But this was a very awesome DC movie. This was definitely a win for DC. This is actually my second favorite DC movie, or my third favorite. I forget now. I think it was second or third. And Shazam is one of the best or not MCU. Wow, DCEU characters. And he only has one movie. Wonder Woman has been in she's been in 3. Batman has been in 3, I think. One. He's been in he's been in 3. He's been in 3, counting Suicide Squad. And Superman's been in 3. Yeah, he's been in 3. So Shazam, pretty much, he proves himself as a really awesome and fun and sort of almost kind of relatable, like in terms of kids that watch this movie. They know, oh man, there's so much things going on as a kid, you got high school and trying to fit in and everything. And this movie handles that theme very well. And Zachary Levi just sells the point that he is a teenager or a young kid in a adult superhero's body. And that's what made this movie really stand out and be probably one of the one of the best one of the more lighthearted movies in the DCEU. Probably one of the he's the most lighthearted, because Suicide Squad didn't have that much dark stuff in it, but pretty much every other DC movie does. Man of Steel doesn't have that much, but Batman v Superman is dark. There's some dark stuff in Justice League. And there is a little bit of dark stuff in Justice in friggin' what am I thinking? Wonder Woman, because they're fighting in the war and all that. But this is hands down a really fun movie, and I just really enjoyed watching it. I'm sorry if I'm just running out of things to say and rambling. I don't feel the best, guys. But I wanted to get this cranked out for y'all, because, I'm promising movie reviews Wednesdays and Saturdays. But yeah, guys, this is probably one of my favorite, comedy movies of the year, one of my favorite superhero or, action movies of the, year so far. So here comes the bad stuff about this movie. The thing is that it struggles to find its target audience. There is some comedic, hilarious stuff, and then it flashes to Dr. Savannah murdering people viciously, with these the monsters, the seven deadly sins monsters, and the monsters are absolutely terrifying. There is some terrifying imagery in here. Um, oh my gosh, dude, like some small kids will be just enjoying some of the comedy and some of the comedic puns and jokes, and Shazam moments where he turns into Shazam and like something fun happens when he does that and the lightning hits. Like the scene when he's in the bathroom and the guy runs out when he says Shazam because of the lightning. Kids will laugh at that, and then it'll go to the seven deadly sins monsters and Dr. Savannah breaking into an office and throwing people out of windows, stabbing them, crushing them, eating their heads, biting them. It's very gory. I did not go into this movie thinking it would be gory. I mean, I'm all for gore. I'm all for gore. I love horror movies. The Shining, The Thing, but for this movie it was marketed so different than what we actually got. Like, this was advertised as a comedy, one of the more lighthearted movies in the DCEU. And while it is still lighthearted, there is some really dark moments in here. And the only other thing is that there's not many action sequences in the movie. There's not really any fights until the end scene. There is one mini fight when he first meets Dr. Savannah, but after that, there's really nothing. It's just him saving people from a bus. It's him saving people from a bus, and then that's it. He just goes to the carnival, fights. That's it. So there wasn't really much action sequences, which I can understand. This was more of an origin story and like a comedy more than it is, action. Blow up a big blockbuster. This isn't Infinity War or like this isn't this isn't Infinity War or like the Avengers or something. This is Shazam, and this is a comedy with a little bit of darkness sprinkled in there. I mean, I'm fine with the darkness. I'm just saying for younger kids that may be looking for a good time and like a family sitting down to watch this, I really, really think they will be creeped out and horrified if they see people getting their heads bitten off by the seven deadly sins monsters, and then seeing Dr. Savannah basically Spider-Man a bunch of people, turning them into dust and making them like decompose. But really, that's really all my complaints about Shazam. It's a very solid movie. It's just some of the things that it does and some things that happen just throws off the tone and makes this a completely different movie. It's like, are you trying to be a comedy or are you trying to be Venom? Not that I disliked Venom. I loved Venom. And I loved how they handled like a little bit of comedic stuff and then mix some dark stuff in there and some horror and gore and him biting people's heads off, and it was great. But yeah, that was my review for Shazam. Let me know what you guys thought of this movie. Leave me a comment down below what you thought. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.